Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Miglorn. It is a, I guess I don't want to call it survival sandbox. It has kind of survival sandboxy elements as you are running around grabbing resources, but ultimately you are trying to defend this statue from hordes of undead every night. So I guess it would be kind of, what, a base builder, survival base builder? Horde survival base builder. It's part of the reason why I never like calling, or liked the idea of calling Bullet Heaven's Horde survival, because, like, fundamentally they are, but it feels like Horde survival is too big of an umbrella, where, you know, it can apply to quite a large number of different things, and that I find calling them anything else is kind of inexact. Even though there are some bullet heavens that aren't really that bullet heaveny, just not enough projectiles flying around to really matter. Okay, ooh, probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever, I'll fight a slime. It's easy enough to actually fight the sucker. It's just a matter of, like, kind of a pain in the butt, but it's fine, we need the trees anyway. So, entire goal here is mostly to grab as many resources as possible, bring them back to base, and then use that to get some new tools, and also get some, like, townsfolk that can do some work for me as well. So let's do this. Let's get a wood pickaxe, craft that. We also have bow, iron. Yeah, some of that's going to be kind of helpful. Go inventory. Oops. There we go. Pickaxe is in the right spot. Grab a bunch of stone. Okay. It's kind of odd to turn the music off immediately, but the music is so quiet, and then the sound effects are so loud. I like this so far from what I've experienced. It's got some rough edges that I question. Oh, the other one is VSync. Is on. Huh. I'm still getting scan lines. Weird. Big one is the UI is kind of rough around the edges, and like it's not that bad to navigate, but it feels just a little clunky. And then obviously also the fact that there's like one singular sound slider is a little but minor things. I'm pretty sure this might be the developer's first game. Can I kill the chick? Like, as rude as this is, what does this give me? Feathers. Okay, so I might actually be able to use that for something. Okay, so let's make a furnace. Pop that in. Get some iron going. We can also do a pantry, and we can do tents, which we are going to want to do. Okay, so we can assign work, and I'm just going to assign this one to gather, as we're going to need plenty of food to feed our workforce. So next order of business, probably getting a bunch of stone, more wood and grass fiber, so that I can actually get a couple more people rolling and have one for each type of resource, probably. So a little bit of wood, a little bit of stone, a little bit of food. I guess at that point I'd still have to go grab the grass fiber, but that should be fine. There's also some degree of like a progression system in the game. That statue, if you notice, it has a bar above its head. Killing X number of enemies will unlock a new perk, but I haven't had a whole lot of luck in actually getting that to trigger. Oh, there's probably some grass behind this tree. That's what's going on. Yeah, I want to hit as many targets as I possibly can with this, just because. Okay. The other one I should probably maybe look into is getting better tools. We've got a reasonable amount of time here. There we go. Because it's going to be nighttime soonish, but the first night wave is very easy, and not something I need to worry about. Probably. The other thing we might want to look into is getting a... let's see, getting a berry farmhouse. I'm just going to put it right there. I think we might, yeah, we're going to need some more feathers. Let's leave that for a hot second. Grab another one of these. What do I need for an iron sword? Oh, easy enough. Okay, so that should make fighting a little bit easier. Now we just have to wait for our first enemy to show up. I guess while we wait. So we've got walls, we've got a fireplace. Heals nearby players. Well, that's useful. I don't see the Skeleton Man yet. Oh, there it is. I think it's only one for the first day, so we are golden. And yeah, I don't know what it takes to actually get the statue to fill up. Because I would have expected after a slime and a skeleton for that to go up at least by a little bit. So maybe we don't get a whole lot of buffs here. The other question is, in the the crafting bench, I saw that it has like iron pickaxes and then slime pickaxes. And slime was kind of lower down the list. Okay, attack speed 0.5, damage is 4. Oh, so the slime sword is just like demonstrably better, but I'm gonna have to kill a lot of things. Yeah, looks like slime is just the superior tool. So in that case, we might want to just get some slime going. Okay, so we want to do production, mining station. Oh, but I'm gonna need 1 iron pickaxe for this. Okay. So in that case, let's get... I'm gonna say 2 more tents. Looks like I'm gonna need more fiber. Sign miner. Okay, so he'll go out and get stone for me. Let's get all this fiber. I wonder if the slimes attack my dudes. They probably do. Looks like I can also upgrade a couple of these. So let's do logging station. I will need 1 iron axe. Seems a bit silly to not give myself the axe first, but whatever. Oh, it does look like there's higher tiers. I don't know how to repair anything. Oh well. And yeah, looks like we do have to worry a little bit about the slimes potentially killing my dudes. So I might want to go on a bit of a mission to eliminate as many of them as I possibly can. Okay, that should be enough feathers. And we need 15 for, like, swords and everything, too, so... Oh, right, I was gonna get this down. So do anything? No, maybe just, like, once per day that spits berry bushes. Okay. Ooh, we have a crystal resource. That's a new one. I'm going to ignore it for the time being. I think we're mostly going to focus on... Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll grab Oh Boy. I think I'm mostly going to focus on killing some slimes for a little while. I mean... I should probably get some stone. Or some more stone. Because we might want to... We might actually want to get that iron pickaxe. If the wood pickaxe is not going to hit the crystal particularly quickly, then yeah. I think it's inevitable. Let's just eat berry bushes as we go by. I'm not actually sure if I can put them in anywhere, but that's fine. Okay, if assigned miners, we can also interact with these to upgrade them. Ah, 2 followers per tent. Okay, so that is actually quite helpful. Yeah, there's also the bow, which could be interesting. Okay, let's go back to slaying, I think. To my knowledge, none of my units can... Wait, no. We absolutely can equip our troops. Supposedly. So I might actually be able to get some soldiers that help me out here. Okay. Kill the weird chickens. The chickens are extremely passive. As though they wish for death. Okay, so we want to grab let's grab the slime axe. Oh, we need an iron axe to do it. Okay, I have some new unlocks. Ballista Warrior Station. Okay. Follower can become a warrior troop, also armor, and then also armory jobs. Let's see, Woodgate. What else do we have? Anvil. Okay, so there is more progression than I thought, which is good. There we go. That's the better tool. Okay, I can probably grab these. And then we might want to look into some level of warriors. Okay, work on that. Pretty much all that I've got. Where are these skelemen? There you are. Okay, so we are starting to get more of them. I'll have to figure out how to repair things at some point. Unless they just repair automatically on their own. They might. Yeah, I'm not noticing any buffs from that central statue yet. I wonder what triggers that, because it's supposed to be on X number of kills, but available favor points. Funded to ask the gods' favors. Oh, wait. Actually worked that time. Stone infused with magic that regenerates, or creates new life in the form of trees. I'm gonna go for the regeneration. Okay. So infused with crystal magic that regenerates. Oh, so that's just a regenerating stone supply. Okay. I guess I'll just put that there. I wonder if I can make multiple of those. Because, yeah, so what that does is it effectively lets me have infinite resources close to home. So I don't have to worry too much about, like, deforestation, which, I mean, yeah, deforestation bad, but in video games it's kind of hard to care. In real life, it's just like, oh, no. Like, you really do want to keep those trees around for obvious reasons, hopefully. When I was in Oregon, we'd have, or there were, like, a series of mountains nearby that were the target of, like, a lot of foresting efforts, and you could tell, like, they weren't growing back that fast, and it was always kind of distressing driving through them, because you could just see, like, yeah, this area burned down, or this area was logged 30 years ago, and there's, like, some saplings, and it's just like, I don't think we're supposed to be cutting down all of these trees. I think you just absolutely wreck the biome, and good luck getting that back to normal anytime soon. Obviously, we do need wood, but I think there's better means of doing it. But I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy. Okay, right. We just need a whole bunch of iron, a whole bunch of wood. Why is it not taking my wood? I have no idea. I have 97 wood, but it's not going in. Maybe I just need the iron. Or not? Okay, we're just gonna put it elsewhere. Anvil here? Oh, that's a different type of wood. Okay, so I can't just rely on that. Or more per se, I'm gonna have to go find whatever this other wood type is. Okay, here we go. I do appreciate that there's a reason to be out and about. To go further places. How do I... Okay, that's how I close out of this. That it isn't just this, like, tiny little map. There are actual tiers of resources. Okay, so we got some kind of bone thing. I can't do meaningful damage to these things. I sure hope that isn't the hardwood looking stuff. Oh, maybe it's this. Yeah, it's probably this. So crystal biome, then spooky biome. Makes me wonder what the highest tiers are going to be. The other thing we should probably look into sooner than later is actually getting some level of defensive structures. Because we went, what, 1 skeleton, 3 skeletons? So it seems like that's going to scale up pretty fast. And so I might want to look into at least some degree of wallage or other things. We might also want to scale up our unit, like, number of dudes. Okay. For starters, please tell me I have enough hardwood. Okay, so we can now make bone weapons, enchanted weapons, and ancient weapons. So it looks like the ancient stuff just requires, well, I don't know what that is, but this looks like it probably just requires bone and wood. Bone axe. Oh, so it's just bone and wood. So in that case, okay, so I can raise that. Okay, click and drag. Interesting. I'm just going to demolish that, and let's get to fighting. Okay, so they're going to get distracted by my walls. Which aren't the most durable, but better that they get distracted by my walls. Because it seems like the skeleton will just fight whatever. Okay, collect this. Upgrade all of these. Oh, I see. We don't have the new villagers yet. Okay, so let's do defense. And then back to wood walls. These are not wood walls. Oh, are they? They are wood walls. Okay, so it looks like they fill in as we go along. Cool. We have unassigned workers. Yeah, so it looks like I've gained extra people. Let's have them gather. And that in. I need exactly one. Make another iron pickaxe. Oh, I see. We don't even need extra pickaxes in retrospect. Well, that's extremely helpful. So I'm not going to benefit from this too much, am I? Give me a bunch of crystal, but yeah, what we want is a hardwood grove. Oh, and there's little goblins too. I'll probably have to fight those. Okay. Trying to think. What is the best course of action? I mean, mostly it's just how many resources do I really need to collect from each tier before I tier up? Because I'm an emotional guy. No. Where's that sweet spot? There we go. If I can hit all 3, that's a good thing. I know we're going to need more fiber, because currently we don't have a means of getting more. Okay, so the goblins are roly. That's good to know. but they can't handle circle strafing. Okay, big bonus. They drop bones, which we need. Bonus. There we go. I don't think that's enough, though. 7. I wasn't paying too much attention on how many I needed for those recipes, but I think it was a lot more than 7. We also might be able to get more resources if I... let's see. Where was it? Slime axe? No. This is straight to the anvil. Bone axe. 72, 20 bone. And only 2 wood. Oh. Or I could go straight for the enchanted weapons. I'd only need 3. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Okay. So I'm just going to go for a bunch of wooden walls for now. Just kind of lock this whole place off. Ooh. Maybe I should have actually demolished one of these. Because we should have a gate on each side. Let's see. Maybe not the most efficient layout, to be entirely honest, but whatever. Put it here. And then defensive walls. I'm not even sure if we really need the gates either. Like, this might be one of those where we're perfectly fine just leaving gaps. There we go. I am very glad that there's an unstuck button. I do wish it wasn't E to build. But whatever. Okay. So that gives us a little bit of security going into this, which I should probably get a ballista. Okay. So I can also upgrade it. I wonder if it fires automatically. I'd hope so. Just anything that gives me a little bit of extra oomph will be very nice. Like that stone. Okay, it absolutely does help. So we're going to want to get a bunch of those. I wonder if my walls repair. Because I currently have yet to see an option to repair anything. Looks like the ballistas actually just kept them off this side. Alright, so this was a smashing success. That's a big wall. Alright. How are we doing pantry-wise? 81 out of 999. So that's probably good. Okay. Do we build another tent? I think so. So I need more wood. Let's say I have unassigned workers, so I should work on that. There we go. We might also want to get a couple more of these berry bush. Like the berry mills, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, we've got some assigned workers. Get that up to 2 or 3. 3 gatherers. And then I'll get one more berry house. Right here. Okay, so then all I need is stone. I'm just gonna leave that. I think currently we have plenty of food. So I think I'm gonna do the slightly wasteful thing. Slightly wasteful. I think I'm going to just try and skip the hardwood section, which does mean chopping down one of these trees extremely slowly. I have questions on the merits of this. That seems like a lot. Yeah, no, this is agonizing. Ooh. So we've kind of hit the edge of the map here. But yeah, I'm just going to kite these guys. Grab that. Oh. So I've got a soul currency that I can use. Oop. I popped down a campfire, but enemies are going to break it. Let's see if we can find a couple more of these guys. Because I'm going to need a whole mess of bone. Probably would have been easier to do this with the slime sword. Easier, but not really necessary. Okay, that should be enough to... Yeah. Where's my base? Oh. There we go, kill that. The guys are just going to delete everything from existence. Eventually we might want to just get a bunch of those. Okay, second one of those, and go to this thing? There we go. Okay. Challenge on lightning, crystal that regenerates, new form of trees. Enchanted trees, hardwood trees. Let's go for the Forge God currently. Thor's hammer is kind of expensive. Dragon Spitter. AoE to enemies. Now that seems kind of good. Okay, looks like I'm going to need more crystals, but that is fine. Let's see. I was going to make exactly one bone axe. I wonder if there's a way that I can get rid of the slime axe. Okay, so bone axe, if I go fast enough, should let me tech straight up to an enchanted axe. Oh, that's so much better. There we go. And then I don't know if there's a tier after this one. We might be kind of looking at the end for the tech tree. At least in its current state. It did say that this was kind of the 1.0 release for this game, so I wouldn't expect like too much more to be added. It's probably more of kind of a short and sweet but fun experience rather than like you were going to be spending ages on it. I should get back. You can tell where my base is. Let's see, defense. Another one of these. Ballista. Okay. Yeah, we want to just have a ballista on every corner. Huh. Actually spent a crystal I didn't have. That's funny. And yeah, I can just use the bone axe here. And it seems like the ballistas actually work shockingly well. Okay. Except for maybe against Mundungus Skelemen. They seem a little punchier. Okay, well, rest of the night is mine to do whatever I want. I'm gonna need some crystals, but I think I'm gonna go for bones first. Bones and enchanted wood. Why? Because we can just skip tiers. I didn't check what the final tier required. Probably some resource I haven't seen yet. Okay, I'm looking for some bony boys. There's a bony boy. Seems like the axe is a perfectly fine weapon. Probably not as good as the sword, but whatever. Okay. I think we are good. I'm gonna turn VSync off. Oh yeah, huh. It's one of the few games where I actually had to turn it off. Okay, so what is Ancient Sword? Oh right, it's whatever the spike thing is. We don't know what that is. Okay, so now we have Enchanted Pickaxe. And unfortunately, if I want to get the Enchanted Axe, I need exactly one more bone. That's fine. Let's probably go get crystals. I think I just want to line the entire interior of my base in ballistas first. There we go. It does amuse me to no end that I was able to go into crystal debt just to build that extra enchanted ballista. It amuses and honestly kind of delights me. Probably like a small developer oversight, like, oops, missed that, but whatever. And, like, frankly, I don't even think it needs to be... it doesn't even need to be fixed, really. It's just an amusing little artifact to the game development process. I've always maybe wanted to learn how to make games myself, but I recognize that it would be a lot of time and energy. And I could see myself spending, like, hours fixing bugs that, you know, might be better spent on other tasks. So, like, I think if I do end up making games, it'll probably be board games first. Maybe. We'll see. Don't hold your breath, please. It is going to take me a long time for me to do anything else. YouTube is very much my full-time job and then some. And it doesn't give me a whole lot of leeway to work on other things. Okay, so it doesn't look like I can upgrade these berry house farms. So we might want to specifically grab a couple. Sorry, chickens. Had to be done. Okay. I like the roll animation for this guy. It's very fun. Okay, so that is actually going to take a while. Let's probably just get a bunch of iron going. I do wish there was a way that I could auto smelt large quantities. It's not that bad, you know, I can still just hold down the button, but okay, you've got bones on you. You've got bones in you. I need more of that. Give me your bones. Yeah, it seems like it's better to just go for the weird undead. I don't actually know how much... Well, no, I'm going to need large quantities of enchanted wood. What I'm probably going to do is make an enchanted palisade next. Use that to kind of tank up really hard. Until we can figure out whatever that weird spike-looking resource is. One thing I'm kind of surprised by is I don't think I can increase my own player HP. A lumberer has died. Oh. Probably ran afoul of a slime. Maybe we look into some soldiers. Okay, where's the base? There's the base. Okay, so we actually could use some more gatherers. Looks like they're also kind of running low on food here. Let's see. Right. I was going to... I could make a Thor's hammer. But I think I want to just make an enchanted sword. And an enchanted axe. Alright, that's convenient. Wow. Enchanted sword does good damage. Okay, let's get another berry house down here. Probably get a bunch of them. I'm wondering if my berry gatherers are just having some trouble getting sufficient berries. Okay. Well, I guess all things considered, let's get this enchanted wall down. Oh, that looks like it's also going to require hard lumber. Well, so be it. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to go get more of that, but that's fine. We have an enchanted axe now. So that should speed this process up dramatically. Oh yeah, that's quick. Let's see, we're going to want more crystals as well. It does strike me that my laborers kind of become moot pretty quickly in this game. Like, they're good for getting those basic resources, but then after that, it's really up to you to get the good stuff. I guess that's entirely fair. Let's see. Snag these. How long we've been going for? 40 minutes. Not bad. It's one of those games where it's like either an hour's already passed and I have no idea, or it's actually going much slower than I thought. I know. The older I get, the more I'm kind of like freaked out by the speed that time seems to pass, and I recognize it's just normal. As you get older, your perception of things, I want to say, kind of speeds up. Mostly just you're very good at filtering out like random details, and so it's easier to just kind of go with the flow. When you're younger, everything is new and interesting, so you're like very focused on the moment. But so every once in a while we'll play a game and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna play this for an hour, and then like 3 hours pass and I'm like, oh, when did this happen? Oh no, I had things to do today. And then other games it's like, oh, okay, that was only 20 minutes. That felt like ages. I think I might as well kind of do I want to do too much feedback here? It's one of those where it's always the question when I'm playing one of these games of like, even if I give feedback, how much of it matters? I mean, it does. One, people often want to hear it unless they misinterpret me as me just being pointlessly hard on a game. But then also other developers do watch these videos and might be able to take notes, or even the developer of this one. I like this a lot. I like the visuals. I like the core gameplay loop. I think the biggest issue with it is I wish it was a proper roguelike, where you had some level of procedural generation for like perks. You know, every single day you get a new perk. Like, make it go full bullet heaven. Just, you know, borrow that kind of structure. The totem upgrades are interesting, and I like the idea of them, but the actual execution is, oh, this is just a renewable resource. Which is useful, and, you know, I should probably get a bunch of those down. Oh, because I bet if I put those close to my base, my minions will actually... Oh, there's the spike stuff. Well, when in doubt. We're definitely going to need the best tier pickaxe for this one. Okay, so we have 3 new unlocks. Better walls, better gates, and some kind of worm-ish looking thing. Cool. It looks like there's big Kroglins there. Okay, how are these guys doing? So far, so fine. Can I upgrade this? Doesn't seem to want to let me. Maybe that is the max tier ballistas can get up to. What do you mean, nothing? Are we on some kind of, like, Doom food loop? Oh. I can put berries into this. There we go. So even my gatherers would not go and grab food. Silly. Okay, so it doesn't look like I can upgrade a... Does a fire spitter require? Probably just get another one of these. In each of these corners. Maybe get a couple. A lumberer has died. How? I don't know. They must be out and about or something. Yeah, there's also the ancient wall and ancient gate. Those might be a little expensive. I'm also not sure if those resources come back. Per se. Have they just... No, they haven't eaten all the food. Rude. So, Dwarven Stone with magic that regenerates. And enchanted trees. See, I think we probably just snag both of those, skip the mid-tiers. What took you so long to get here? Okay, I have an unassigned worker. My god, they're hungry. Okay. Yeah, so we might be kind of at the upper end of how much my people can eat. The other possibility is I got rid of too many of the berry bushes. No, but they destroyed the berry bushes, so that shouldn't be it. I don't know, whatever. I don't need them that badly. Okay, you know, I've got 21 enchanted lumber. I don't know how much hardwood I'm rolling with. Can I check? Oh, I've got more than enough hardwood to last me for a long time. Probably just kill the Cloblin. If we're lucky, it gives me oodles of bones. Maybe. Seemed like it might have been a bunch. Oh, right, I was going to potentially upgrade my tools here. Because I think that's going to be the big one, is getting my tools up to maximum, then consuming every single bit of rock in this area. Let's see. I like the unit, the idea of like having the workers work for me and grab resources. It does feel a little weird and hard to manage. Also, the food's kind of strange. I guess the main thing is I wish there was better statistics on like how many gatherers do I need per other worker, because it almost seems like maybe not a 1-for-1. Maybe it's like a 1-for-3 situation. Now, I'm sure I get that information for, like, if I were to play longer with this game, but from my experience so far, this feels like the kind of game that you play exactly once. Have a good time with it, but not really a whole lot of replay value. Hence why I was saying I wish it was a little bit more roguelike-y. Because it feels like if it had randomized perks and maybe a little bit harder of a scale, and maybe a bit deeper of a tech tree, or maybe broader rather than deeper, but it's, you know, you're meant to play this for exactly 1 hour. You know, here's a bunch of different structures you might be able to unlock over the course of a run. Here's a bunch of random passives. Do you want to spec into having an army? Do you want to spec into... do you want to spec into just yourself? Do you want to have, like, crazy walls that do spike damage to enemies? You know, sky's the limit. As it stands, it currently is just like, oh, you know, you get upgrades that are just renewable resources, which are good. You know, it means you don't have to travel as far. But it doesn't have that kind of same, like, pull you back in for another run kind of vibe. And one thing I might do is actually just connect a... Are you guys still out of food? Holy shit, how hungry are they? I'm just giving them endless food and it's just disappearing into the ether. There's no way that they're that hungry. I just threw in 60 berries there. And they're still on strike. What? There's got to be some kind of... No? How many berries do you need? That's unreasonable. It just feels like at this point, I might actually just be better off getting rid of the dudes, or getting rid of a bunch of them. Like, we're still out of food. I mean, okay, now they're fed. And it looks like they do not eat from this thing. Looks like we didn't get any of the resources from it either. Okay, so we definitely want to get some of those dragon statues for the AoEs. And then, yeah, also upgrade my walls. Also, it looks like my HP, or at least my durability, scales based on... HP or durability scales on... Oh, that's 20. Okay. Can I make the ancient sword? We should probably do the axe, pickaxe, and then sword. Okay. It said we had a new unlock, which... What would that even be? Not dwarven stone. There's the fire spitter. Okay. Enchanted trees? Sure. I'm just gonna put that there. I guess we're gonna have to go get some more swamp trees. Wow, we just mulch everything super fast. Including the boner boys. Alright, well that's nice and easy. Yeah, so let's snag a bunch of this while we're here. This is not going to take too much time. But yeah, I don't know. I think the real issue with this game, as minor as it is mostly just it needs more juice, needs more stuff in it. I think it's a perfectly fine, like, this is a early or a small cheap game to kind of pass an hour, have fun with it, and then move on. But I'd actually love to see it revisited as like some kind of sequel or something. Just come back in, add, you know, keep a lot of the same bones, obviously. Just tune up the UI a little bit, add some alternate weapons. Like, I'd say, much as I like just the swords, the axes, and the pickaxes, I'd love to see some other weapons. Like, give me a spear, a halberd, something a little bit pokier with longer range but less sweep. I guess there was the bow. Is there a higher tier version of the bow that I've just been overlooking this entire time? I will have to investigate. But first, I saw a bony boy. Saw a couple of bony boys. I need their bones. And then we should probably also get some more bone spikes, because I think we're out. Looks like we got plenty of time. If I get back and all of my people are on strike because they're hungry, I'm firing them all. I'm a terrible boss, but on the flip side, like, half my population is working on food gathering. Unless I need, like, a truly stupid amount of those berry mills. And oddly enough, I'd almost kind of think of this as micro Valheim. It's very much just the Viking aesthetic, more than anything else. But I think that could actually be kind of an interesting, longer-term idea for what this game could be. Is like, yeah, this is your initial island instead of the fog surrounding you, or maybe it is the fog. You know, maybe even make the fog a little bit closer so you don't even initially have access to these other biomes, but kind of somewhat encourage players to have bigger, broader, more like expansive bases. You know, add minecarts and stuff. Let me actually ship my dudes to other parts of the map and have them gather resources for me. You know, surround it with some defensive structures or have some soldiers hanging out to defend them. Maybe throw in a couple of micro dungeons, stuff like that. It feels like there's a lot of potential with the format just because I love games like Terraria or Core Keeper and whatnot, but so few of them actually have any kind of semblance of base defense. And so it feels like if you could really hone in on fusing the two, where you have something with like a decent amount of width, but every night you still want to come back, or width, depth and width. You know, you have a lot to explore, places to go, things to see, but you always want to come back every night because it's, you know, it's skeleton time and you want to make sure that your fortress will be okay. Snag that. We should get back. There we go. Where was my base? Here it is. You know, I was originally kind of How many berry get? Oh my god, they're still just extremely hungry. I have like 6 berry gatherers though. Is it that they just take eons to even break a single bush is the issue? Okay, let's get a Thor's hammer here. Doesn't look like I can upgrade that further. Oh, they actually broke an enchanted wall. That's okay. Whatever they break, I just replace with ancient. Though, in this case, we're just gonna get more. Ooh. Looks like I'm gonna need a lot of stone for this. Yep. Well, I mean, I can just build another one of these. No, I can't. Okay, do we actually have enough for the statue of Freya? Yeah. Well, I guess best thing I can do is just go out and hit stone for a while. But yeah, I'm just able to beat things down so much faster than my own units that it makes the town's management feel kind of moot. Okay. Yeah, my units are dying left and right. Yeah, like I said, kind of tempting to just nuke the, what are you doing here, sir? Kind of tempting to just nuke an amount of it, just be like, I don't really believe my units are going to be able to do much of value. And maybe it's one of those that I just need to, make sure they're truly topped off, because I think part of the problem is even the farmers would get hungry, and then they'd be on strike, and then everybody would, like, eat the rest of the food while the farmers are on strike. I feel like the farmers should almost be able to self-feed. You know, go out, grab berry bush, eat some of it on the way, keep farming, rather than having to go back to the pantry just to eat. Might just be a me thing. Okay, so what else do we do? I mean, mostly we just get a lot of this. We should probably get some more offensive structures too. But stone's kind of the big limiting factor, at least for a little while. And yeah, tools definitely do determine how much HP I have. I feel way tankier with this thing equipped than anything else. They're on strike again. Have they even gathered anything? No. Alright, I give up. This is quite literally not worth my time. Just evicting all of my Vikings. Okay. Upgrade this. Because that also means that I don't need all of these berry windmills in my base, because they were taking up a bunch of space. See how that worm works. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna demolish these. We still have a pantry. I wonder what happens if they're gonna... Hopefully they just wink out of existence. Interesting, they've actually gone back to the totem, of all places. Okay, so let's just set up just some really basic corners here. Because it seems like the Skelemen are kind of attracted to whatever's nearest to them. And so it seems like they go for the corner first and foremost. There we go. I don't know if we need those, but it's fine. There we go. Yeah, they really don't like this corner, I'm noticing. Oh, it also doesn't help that I have considerably fewer defenses here. Okay, so we need some more iron. Don't have any stone. Guess I should work on that. But even I can just break that thing in like 2 hits compared to however long it took my units to break those. What I should probably do is actually get a bunch of these renewable resources. They seem to pop back up again pretty quickly. Okay, they're still there and mad. That's okay, you can stay on strike. I'm a terrible boss, but I'm going to say the population management literally is not worth it. That trying to get... Like, it's good early on when you need those resources, but once you have max tier pickaxes and they don't, there's just no point in it. They just eat all of the food in an instant and then get mad at you for not providing more food. It's like... After a certain point, I don't know. It's just too much. Okay. How are we doing? We're on day 11. It's pretty good. I think we could go a little bit further, but really I think it's just going to eventually get to the point where there are too many enemies and not enough resources. Well, I don't know. Would I say there's not enough resources left? Oh, we also have one more berry mill. Excuse me, let me get rid of this. Oops, didn't mean to get rid of that, but whatever. Okay, that's defenses. Offense. Another Thor's hammer. Oh, you know what? Hold on to that. Because yeah, we can potentially build like a couple of these. We're having some issues just with rock quantity. And so it seems like the best possible thing that I can do is just get like a stack of 4 of these and come by and just take them out in 2 swings. Because they give 8 a pop. And so, yeah, I could potentially solve most of my stone and ore issues simply by just stacking a bunch of those rocks and calling it a day. And, like, they come back so fast, too. Which is extremely nice. Anyway, oops. I guess I got rid of the other rock in the back. That's entirely fine. Anyway, I think this is kind of vaguely a good stopping point for me. We've seen a fair bit. Obviously, we could keep going further, add more to my defenses. I guess the one question is, can I upgrade any of these further? This one I can. Is that the max? That is the max. So let's maybe see this fire spitter in action too. Oh. Need those. And yeah, let's go get some more spikes. Because I guess I need a bunch more than I thought I had. Anyway, it's one of those where there's no official ending and the enemies aren't scaling so much that they're threatening me. At least at the moment. So it's like, I probably could go for another hour before I get overwhelmed. Like, there's got to be an upper limit at some point where the game actually is just, like, impossible and cannot be progressed further because the enemies just are too numerous and hit too hard. Or maybe you can just hit kind of a weird equilibrium. Where just nothing can stop you. And I'm actually quite curious about that, but I also don't really have that kind of time. At least at the moment. But anyway, I like the idea of this. I wish it was more. I think that's really all I have to say about it, is that, like, you know, a interesting mid-run progression system, make it roguelike-y, really scale it up so it's more of an arms race than kind of a slow burn. Because at this point I've already seen that all that this game has to offer, unless there's stuff that I literally don't know about. Let's see. And while I wouldn't call that anywhere remotely close to bad, I have enjoyed my time with this one. It is one of those where I can see like a bigger, deeper, and even more exciting game kind of packed away inside this one. And I'd love to see it. But I'm fine with not. I don't know. I mean, can't expect every developer to either overdevelop their games or really, really have that kind of time and budget. But that if a sequel of this was made, I would be very much interested in seeing how that turns out, because it's got great bones. It's just a little thin. Okay, I just wanted to see one of these flamethrowers in action. Oh, it's not a worm thing, it's a dragon head. Okay, that is actually very good. I think its only issue is limited range. If I were to put another one down, I'd probably put it in the corner. Even if it technically weakens my walls, that wouldn't be a problem. Anywho, yeah, and I mean, that's another one, is even more towers as well. And maybe even their own, like, upgrade systems. Like, if I can interact with this and do, like, interesting things, like longer range, or the fire damage over time, or stuff like that. I don't know. It just feels like sky's the limit on this one. And we're only going up, you know, a couple thousand feet. Anywho, I guess with that, I guess I might as well mention that the Miglorn, or that Miglorn is available now on Steam. It is $10 normally, down to $8, which I think is a little steep. But it is one of those where, like, if you see this game for $5 on sale, it's worth an afternoon, and maybe an afternoon here and there, more than anything else. But I guess with all of that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.